miss a walk, a good New York walk, but like going to a spin class every day, I just don't think I need it. I mean, hello, look at Peloton. I think a lot of people would agree with me.
You mean the most expensive clothing rack of 2021?
Most certainly.
And now look at them. The wheels are spinning off. The brakes are broken. Peloton is going downhill.
Too many RPMs. The beat has dropped, and it has dropped and dropped.
Too many white men have died on the bike for them to come back.
Too many white men on prestige TV shows it's ended for them, and now Peloton. It's honestly might be the end of the line for you.
Hello, my name is Wallace.
And I'm Michelle.
And welcome to
Good for You.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Good for You, a podcast about the things we ghosted, the purchases that haunt us, and an extension of the cusp. We're going to give you a healthy little dose of fun. We're going to talk about the things that are happening in pop culture, the ones that got away, the things in our cart that are haunting us or ghosting us, our strong opinions
that are loosely held.
Wallace, how do you distract yourself from your impending mortality this week?
Well, everybody has been trying to get me to watch that show, Station 11, about the pandemic, essentially, or a pandemic. And I got...
Wait, I thought it was about space.
Station 11? No,
yeah.
It's about a flu that ravages New York City and then the world.
Excuse me, that's a bit true to life.
Yeah. I think that's why everyone likes it right now. I don't know. But I have this rule right now because there's so much content, endless content. If I'm not sold on episode 2, I'm out. And I gave it 2 episodes and I didn't love the main character. So instead, I watched for the 3rd time the Nora Ephron documentary on HBO because I love her.
There's just something about a comfort show / movie that just hits the spot where you're like, you know what? I'm going to turn this on. I know every beat and I love it.
Yeah. But it's actually sad because a lot of it is about her diagnosis of cancer and the fact that she doesn't tell anyone about it. And she keeps it very private because most of her work and her writing was all about there is no privacy. Everything is copy is her famous line. And so there was a lot of, I would say, controversy at the end of her life between her friends and her peers of how she didn't fully live true to that when she was sick. But who can blame her?
Yeah, but she did write about dying then.
She did. And she talked about it a lot towards the end of her life, but no one knew that she was actually sick and that she was dying. But she started to talk a lot about death. And a lot of her friends and exes talked about the fact that she became a little bit softer, a little bit less harsh in her demeanor. And
notoriously a spiky person.
Yes, pointy.
A bit pointy.
Mm-hmm. And I really resonated with some of the things that she will not miss and some of the things that she will miss.
For example, what will she not miss?
She will not miss dry skin.
Same. Eczema club.
Bad dinners. Email. Shout out to email. Or not shout out to email. Can we get rid of email? Why? I hate email. Can there be another way?
But texting's not better.
No, texting isn't the answer either.
Texting is worse. Texting's way worse.
Yeah.
Email, at least I feel like I can ignore it and no one can get mad at me about it.
Well, she also brought it up later in this piece. She wrote email again.
It feels very strong.
She wanted emphatic. To emphasize it. Yeah.
Cancel emails.
Mm-hmm. She also won't miss panels on women in film. I really respect that.
Same.
I saw an exhibit in the fall at the Met. It was called Women in Film. So basically any woman who's ever taken a film photograph or who's a film photographer, it was so bad.
That's just an example of lip service, but also it feels like reducing down all women and all artists to well, the most important thing about you is that you're a woman. It's no, actually, not necessarily. I don't know, maybe not.
No, LACMA did the same thing, actually, this was an exhibit I saw over the holiday break, and it was portraits of Black people, essentially. They called it Black portraits, and they had artists. I mean, there was a ton of beautiful work, but it was all squashed together in this one small room. And it was artists from the past century, essentially, of all different mediums who had done portraits of different Black people. And you're like, what? There's no context here. This does not highlight the artist and their work. It was just so daft.
LACMA does that shit all the time.
I know.
Where I truly think that they're they have a permanent collection that's gigantic. And every now and then they're okay, we have all these pieces. What do they all have in common? and then they're like,
Yeah.
this is an exhibit on the color blue. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
No, we will not miss those exhibits, a la Nora Ephron.
Yep.
Thanks for nothing, Lakma, once again. What she will miss is, I got to hand it to her, lots of food. Waffles, the
Mhm.
concept of waffles, bacon, lots of stuff in the park, walks in the park. The idea of a walk in the park.
honestly, probably better than walking in the park, in my opinion, is the idea of walking in the park.
Mhm. I miss Nora Ephron, and she was actually a great reminder of you will die. So
So eat the waffles.
eat the bacon, eat the waffles, and cherish your friends and screw email.
Amen, sister. Amen.
We are
Patron
kin.
saint of canceling email, Nora Ephron. Well
What about
done.
you? How did you
Oh.
distract yourself?
My husband came home from a trip, a cross country trip. So that was delightful.
Mhm.
And we did our usual grocery shop. However, he did spring it on me when we were already out. We do a morning coffee situation every Sunday. And he was like, let's go get groceries. And I was like, I'm not ready to get groceries, but we did it. I figured it out. I got my list together in the car. It was all good.
That is very organized of you. If I go without a list, it's absolute mayhem. Just like every time I go to the farmer's market and I come home, I'm like, great, I have a bunch of carrots.
When I go to the farmer's market, I'm like, I have water, kefir, and a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
A half loaf of sourdough and some cabbage. Like, what? This is not a meal make. I'll tell you that right now.
Fresh arugula. They always get you. You're like, God damn it. Okay, fine.
Radicchio, right? Where you're like, okay, that this is very bitter. It's beautiful, but I don't know if I want to eat this actually. Yeah. So we got our shit together. We were in the grocery store. I found some non-alcoholic wine. And I was like, I want to try that. It was de-alkalized wine and
no pH for you.
No pH. No, this was all acid only, no alkaline. No, the alcohol is taken out of it. So I was like, that's interesting. It's like a Pinot Noir. And the last time I had non-alcoholic wine, it was just prune juice in a wine bottle. Like literally that was the ingredient and it was disgusting. We wrote about it for the cusp. So I did not want that, but I wanted to maybe try this because I'm like, is wine good for you? Is wine bad for you? Should I be drinking?
Kind of interesting that the wine world has come so late to this. Beer figured this out a long time ago.
Totally. My dad was drinking non-alcoholic beer when I was like a youth. He would always order it when we go to a Chinese restaurant. But I picked it up and I'm like, cool, let's do this. And I have anxiety. So I love this grocery store that I go to because they have self-checkout, which is the fucking tits, dude. You don't have to talk to anyone. You can just like buy your embarrassing shit and no one's looking at you, right? So
you can also pick the non-organic when you buy the organic because who's really watching? Is that
if you want to go to hell, if you want.
Oh, come on. Sometimes you can't find the organic. Wait, are you telling me you've never once done that?
I mean, I'm sure I have because I don't actually really look for organic versus non-organic. Like I pick up whatever I see in terms of produce most of the time. So I'm sure that I have accidentally picked up an organic and said it was conventional and not paid the 50 cents more for the
Sure.
So, okay, I will also be going to hell with you, but we're standing in line and like, we're about to walk up and the person who, whatever, is like pointing you to the self-checkout is like, oh no, you're not allowed to check out. You have wine. I was like, no, it's non-alcoholic. Like we had already Ethan and I had already gone over this. He was like, you can't bring wine. I was like, yeah, you can. It's non-alcoholic. And the guy was like, no, you can't check out here because it's non-alcoholic.
Are 18.
I know. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, we're not allowed to sell non-alcoholic drinks to minors. So I was like, wait, I'm not a minor. I'm 32. And what? And he was like, no, you can't check out here. And now, of course, there's like a giant line behind us. I'm sweating and I'm going to kill myself. Like, this is so embarrassing. I wanted to like Alex Mack into a puddle and just like run away. And so we walk up and they're like, okay, like, yeah, we can check out your wine. And then they saw that we had actually like an entire week's worth of groceries. And the way that this girl rolled her eyes at us, I just felt like so stupid and dumb. And it was embarrassing. So
what you're telling me really is that this is a hack to skip the long ass line at Whole Foods.
Yeah. So
Ladies and
basically,
gentlemen,
play dumb until you get to the front of the line and then be like, oh, I don't know. What can I do? And then you will have to embarrass yourself. So,
but you will cut
it.
the, 20 to 25 minute line.
Exactly. Everyone will hate you. Everyone who's waiting in line absolutely will hate you. You will hate yourself, but you're going to get out of Whole Foods in under 20 minutes, which is great. So that was embarrassing and we survived. I haven't even opened the wine. Honestly, like every time I look at it, I shudder because I'm like just remembering what happened. And
lower T trauma wine.
Lower T trauma. That's exactly it. But I think I'm going to try and crack it this week. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm on the fence about wine these days. I've been drinking a little bit of wine. I was pretty much like California. I was sober for like 9 months And, now I'm like, should I be drinking wine? I'm taking my IUD out, trying to get this vessel ready for a spirit baby. So IDK, don't want to pickle my eggs, and leave them in alcohol for too long.
Well, I'm curious about this wine juice, but I'm also curious about this other wine that's actually in my haunted cart.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
What's haunting your cart?
Well, this week in my haunted cart is this wine that you showed me called Usual Wines. And I will add that they are not cheap. You get a box of 12 or 24 of individually healthy pours. So it's one pour per glass bottle, and they're very cute. And I like this idea for single Wallace, alone Wallace, who tends to open a bottle of wine and look at it and be like, can't waste it. Can't waste it. And it's very hard for me not to down the bottle myself. So I like the idea of having Usual Wines, and it's pre-portioned for me. But I'm concerned it's not really good wine, that it's just cute marketing.
I feel like that's the issue that you always run up against when something has adorable packaging and great branding. You're like, is the branding making up for something, which is the horrible product inside of it? It's a little confusing on like who this product is exactly for, because they're kind of like, it's sustainable. There's no additives. There's no added sugar. Like it literally says on the thing, 0 sugar.
But that's the same with most wine is 0 added sugar.
It's right. Unless it's like sangria.
It's like the gluten-free thing.
Yeah, exactly. Or vegan. It's like, this is vegan wine. Like, no shit, it's vegan wine.
Yeah.
It's grapes.
So TBD. What about you?
Have you ever had sparkling red wine?
Not
Lambrusco?
really. Oh, I think I have had that, but I don't remember.
Oh, it's amazing. I used to be embarrassed to order it when I was like in my 20s and I was like really into wine. So like, oh my God, it's like a little bitch baby drink. And now I'm just like, oh, this is like kind of sweet wine that has bubbles in it. Fuck yeah. Amazing. I'll order it anywhere. I don't care. I like it. Just let me like what I like. God damn it.
Own it.
Speaking of liking what I like and maybe feeling like a little bit extra, I have my haunted cart is full of green juice powders, like absolutely full of them, even though I already have a green powder that I like, but I want a green powder that I can mix into my water. Cause I'm obsessed with my Health Force greens. We've talked about it, but it's more of a smoothie blend. You need something else in there. It's doesn't
go in a smoothie.
It goes in a smoothie. Health Force greens goes in smoothies, but I want something. I'm not really in a smoothie mood. It's January, so I want to drink my greens in the morning when I drink my water, because I only drink water once a day. I know I fucking have rabies, whatever, but that's when I drink water. I force myself to drink water in the morning. I want to drink greens water because I want to be healthy. And so I'm looking at all these different greens options, and I'm like, I don't want to buy athletic greens. I am resisting it.
I don't think you can buy it unless you're sponsored.
Right. Yeah. The only people who actually drink athletic greens are sponsored by Athletic Greens.
I don't see that in any regular's home or hear about it.
Well, because you have to be beautiful to drink athletic greens. So Athletic Greens is like, listen, there's a very rigorous testing process. You have to like jump through some hoops in order to be able to use this product.
I'm personally offended, but
it's like Raya.
We'll talk about it later.
You have to be selected.
So expensive.
So expensive. But I'm trying to take I can't take multivitamins because my body rejects them. I get super nauseated and then I forget to take them and it's just a whole mess. So I'm just trying to drink my greens and drink my vitamins. So I've got 3 different options that I'm looking at.
The body says no.
Exactly. My body's like, capital T trauma. Absolutely not. We are rejecting this. Why are you making us eat poison in the form of macro and micronutrients / multivitamins? Anyways, I'm thinking of 3 different greens powders. And one is Elle Macpherson's Super Elixir, which is honestly just as bad as Athletic Greens because it's $80. It's $80.
Yeah, I feel like that's in the same category as there are a lot of models that have green powders of some kinds.
Oh, totally.
And I feel like you can't. There's a subconscious marketing of, do you want long lean lines? Just drink my powder. Do you want to glow like I do? Just drink my powder.
Right. As if they were not genetically blessed from birth and truly almost no matter what they eat or drink, they're going to look like that. It's like, no. This is because of my whey protein that I look like this.
And because I'm rich.
And my plastic surgeon.
And because I go to appointments all day.
Exactly. Yeah. So tempted just because Elle Macpherson, and I have had Super Elixir before. Someone bought it for me as a gift and I liked the taste of it. But then I went to go buy and I was like, $80? No, absolutely not. But there are two that I'm looking at in particular that are much more affordable. One is called NutriChamps, which not the best name, but okay, we'll go with it. NutriChamps Super Greens Powder Premium Superfood has 20 plus organic green veggies, wheatgrass, spirulina, chlorella, which chlorella to me is the like hero ingredient. Chlorella is what makes you feel alive. And then some like digestive enzymes. And it's like $25 for the same amount that Elle Macpherson gives you and that Athletic Greens gives you. So I think I'm going to maybe buy that one. But I did spend like 3 hours researching greens powders the other day.
Did you ever watch that show, How It's Made?
No.
No?
Which one?
Is this a Canadian show? It would be, oh, yep, it is. It's on what would be the Discovery Channel.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen this before. Yeah, it's like a lot of like factories.
It's amazing. They'll show you like how Jelly Bellies are made.
I feel like I watched that like on a rainy day in elementary school.
Yeah, because you think you're not going to be interested and then you get sucked in. You're like, this is fascinating. I can't believe I eat half the shit I eat. I think if we watched How It's Made for any of these greens powders, I don't know if we'd buy them.
No.
Are they all made by the same person and then they just put a slightly different ingredient in one, but they're really all made at this greens powder factory?
Yes, they're all buying like like the pulverized version of wheatgrass, right? And then they're just like mixing it however they want and adding in whatever like extra doodads, bits and bobs that they think are like important, like, oh, some of them have collagen, some of them have prebiotics and probiotics, some of them don't, some of them have fiber, and it's just like so arbitrary. And a lot of them are made by this bro creatine companies, and I kind of like don't trust those guys on principle but who knows, maybe they have the best options. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
I don't know. We got to figure out the Athletic Greens to powder pipeline. Who the fuck is that?
Stop talking. Who are you? Lower your voice.
No, get in a fucking phone booth or move on.
Should get off the pot, asshole.
Do you think everyone at the greens powder factory is high on the greens?
The whites of their eyes are so white.
Yeah.
They're like just brewing with energy and levitating with happiness and health.
Yeah, I don't know what that environment. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think so, honestly. No, I think not. But I'm just really trying not to buy Athletic Greens. Like now it's become like a vendetta, and
they've worn you down. That's their marketing tactic.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I feel like their marketing, they like reverse marketed me, where like they went too hard. They wanted it too bad. And now I'm just like, no, now I'm not. You're like, you've been annoying me for so long.
So it sounds like it's not working, but then it's creeping into your mind at night. You wake up thinking about it and you're like, all I need, then I will be happy. I know it.
I mean, that's literally marketing. That's wellness marketing, right? Where it's like, you will ascend if only you're drinking your greens every morning. That's the reason that you're unhappy or you have anxiety or you don't feel healthy. It's because you're not drinking the perfect greens powder. If you just change that one thing, everything will be perfect. And so I'm saying, fuck you, Athletic Greens. No, I'm going to drink a poor man's green powder, and I think my life will be perfect anyway.
I'm gonna eat my spinach, god damn it.
I'm gonna make my own pulverized green powder. You just watch.
I'm ready. I'm watching.
So anyways, I will keep you updated. But speaking of companies like Athletic Greens that have had quite a bit of investment and who I would say like society, maybe just us, is somewhat rejecting. We have a new bestie this week who I don't know if they're okay.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
Yeah?
I think this bestie is okay. Our bestie of the week is Glossier
HR department.
Exactly.
Glossier's HR department are Bestie Are You Okay? Because Bestie had to lay off 80 employees this week, and that really sucks. Really sucks for the employees. That's who it really sucks for.
It does. I hope they got a nice severance package. Basically,
Yeah.
free shitty makeup for life.
No, I hope they got money. I hope they got a lot of money. Who cares about the drugstore makeup?
I was really serious about the makeup. I think that should for a 1K in makeup. Here you go.
Well, Glossier's HR department, and probably not the HR department, but probably their C-suite, laid off 80 employees this week after. This is kind of surprising because Glossier raised a Series E like a couple months ago and raised $80 million, and the company's worth $1.2 billion, which means they're a unicorn startup technically. And seems like it's been a pretty hard couple years.
Everyone's trying to fuck them. We get it. But
Seriously. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting. They had to close down a bunch of stores when COVID hit and lay off a bunch of people who worked in their stores. And it seems like they haven't really bounced back. Apparently their 2021 Christmas season was down sales were down 20% compared to the year before, which is really bad.
Because everyone's like, I don't need your shitty makeup for all my Zoom calls. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I know. Glossier's makeup kind of sucks, in my opinion. I've always thought that.
I like some of their products as much as I'm being a hater.
What do you like? Like, what do you actually like there?
I actually like their cloud paint and their mascara.
That's the cloud paint's the blush.
Yeah, I guess the cloud paint they say you could use for anything. It's basically just a color stain. I haven't tried all their products. A few of the things that I did like, they discontinued and only had for like a season. They had a really sick glittery gold eyeshadow one year.
They shut that down. I want to like Glossier because like I want to support women, but I've never really found anything I like there. I feel like I've wasted so much money. I like their lipsticks, but the packaging always cracks on the lipsticks. I have 3 lipsticks from them that the lid has cracked on.
Also, talk about excessive non-environmental friendly packaging.
Seriously, everything's like loaded in plastic.
Yeah, they seem to be doing fine though. It seems like they just outsourced a bunch of their tech and they opened a massive store in West Hollywood. They're opening a store in London, in Seattle, and then they're supposed to reopen their New York location. But there was that whole thing that came out, I feel like, with an internal letter talking about racism from the managers. I think it was in the New York stores.
I don't really know if they like ever kind of bounced back into the level of fame and like fervor that people had for Glossier before. But
I think their HR department's morning routine is.
Just gonna ask you that. Okay, if I'm being honest with you, I think their HR department is sort of like racked with anxiety at this moment, is sleeping next to their phone, is waking up at 3 a.m. and replying to Slacks, replying to emails. Like they are frazzled beyond, above and beyond. So I think they wake up, immediately look at their phone, and then like probably go to Barry's boot camp. They're like, I need to get my workout in, but it's like the most like crazed, psychotic workout, one that's like not helping your stress levels because they're stressed thinking about work. And then they shower at Barry's, and then they walk over to Glossier headquarters, the HR department, all together. And they just like sit down at their desks, put their noise canceling headphones on, and listen to maybe like Sandstorm on repeat, just like pump up music to like try and get them through the day.
Okay, I was picturing something quite different.
wait, what were you picturing? Wait, tell me.
They're waking up and they're just so stressed that they're just in the fuck it mood. They're like, I'm gonna take 2 hours to do my morning routine and use all the products.
Are they using Glossier products though?
I think it's a combination approach.
Got it.
They're like, I don't even need to work out today. I am going to get my pastry. I'm walking to work on my own time, and I'm arriving at my desk when I feel like it. And they arrive at their desk and put on their noise canceling headphones, and they're just like, I'm doing the best I can because this is a fucking shit show. And I don't care.
This is a job. This is a job. This is not my life. This is a job.
And they're like, you guys are idiots, but like, I'm also still here. So.
Okay, I like that. They're the adult in the room. They're like, I got to figure this out for you because you guys are fucking shit up.
Meanwhile, the rest of the company is like doing fine. The HR department is just like, fuck all of you.
Yeah, they're the ones who, when they join a Zoom meeting, as soon as that it's not relevant to them anymore, they just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
they're just like
they don't even tell people. They're just like, I'm out. They like exit out.
They just bounce.
What's their beverage of choice? Are they just like going full like caramel macchiato, don't give a fuck, extra drizzle, or are they something else?
I'm picturing mimosa with breakfast. Happy hour starts at 3 p.m.
They've got their usual wines at their desk. They're just opening up their usual wine, pouring it into their
Oh,
cooler.
no. They're at the company, whatever rosé on tap they have. And usually people go over around 5 and they're like, guys, let's have a happy hour. At 3 p.m. They're just, yeah, you see me. I see you seeing me. And
marketing is like mean mugging them. And all the marketing girls are like, should we talk? Should we tell someone? They're like slacking each other. They're like, oh my God, did you see that HR department? They've really lost it.
And then everyone else is like, can't blame them, man. Forget it.
Yeah. So do we think Bestie's going to be okay? The HR department at Glossier?
They're fine. I wonder what their profit is. I think they took a Series E, so like they better be fine.
They're probably trying to get acquired soon is probably what they're trying to do.
Mm.
I mean, the thing about laying people off is that eventually you're next. And, it's kind of like death comes for us all.
The HR department at Glossier is A-okay because they'll be the last one standing because they'll be the ones standing to lay everyone else off until the bitter end.
Fair. But also, like, shout out to everyone who got laid off. I'm sorry. That really sucks. We're giving you a big hug and you're going to do better. You're going to find better. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hope you're
work for us. Just call us.
and have your fuck it moment. Have your fuck it mimosa.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not going to do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not going to do it. I did it.
Speaking of morning routines, Wallace, how's your new face treating you? Last week we talked about it. You hadn't tried it yet. And what do you think?
You tell me, how's my new face look?
Looking snatched. Looking snatched, boo. Those
Looking
cheekbones could cut
hot.
glass.
I didn't want to admit this, but I'm obsessed with it.
Welcome to the dark side.
I really regret it already, but it feels really good on my face. I like electrocuting my face just like gently every morning. I really like to wake up that way.
Soft little, just like,
Zzz. I really hope that in 30 days, like they promise, I have a whole new new face. Whoa.
you're built different now.
I'm different.
Something change.
But what I did hear about
what
that is new face adjacent. So this past weekend, I met up with someone from my past who I hadn't seen in a long time. And they were telling me about
mysterious spycraft.
Just a friend, blast from the past, who was telling me about another friend who happens to work in medical sales. And
okay, so he's a douche.
It's definitely reinforcing all of these unrealistic beauty standards that we just love to see. I'm like, great, thanks, nice. So he has all these different machines, and one of them apparently was used by him recently on Khloe Kardashian's butt.
What? Wait, what is it? What did he use on her?
Basically, it's a new face for your butt, is how I understood it.
What?
So you put it on an area of muscle, and it contracts the muscle for you every 30 seconds or something.
Oh, like an ab belt?
Exactly.
Like those as seen on TV ab belts that like electrocute you while you're watching TV, and then you have a six pack?
Yeah, we are back in the 90s.
I love it. That sounds amazing.
And apparently they work after, I don't know, 5 or 6 sessions or something. Apparently that's what Khloe Kardashian's butt has been getting up to. So
whoa,
that is the new trend.
Actually using it on her.
This is secondhand news, so I didn't hear it from the source, but my source was close to
allegedly.
Allegedly. It scares me. It's like cheating.
Why does
but I guess
do you care? Do you care? I would, like, if I didn't have to work out and I could just like electrocute my ass, I would totally do it.
I mean, maybe it's not really like cheating. And he was like, you could probably try it for free. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Like, it's how I felt about laminating my fucking eyebrows.
Yeah, but you liked that.
No, I liked the look for like 4 days. But I also scrubbed all of it off because it smelled like rotten egg and I couldn't deal with the scent. And I also couldn't deal with sitting there for an hour. I felt like I was rotting my soul.
That's like, I don't like getting my nails done because I don't like sitting.
Exactly. But maybe this means that in a few years, we're basically going to just be watching a TV show and working out. I don't know. It's fucking weird. My source told me that he used it on his abs and levitated off of the fucking table the first
He'd do a leap bud. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm picturing like a sort of like electrocution, like back-breaking exorcist, like levitated off the table.
That's exactly what I pictured too. And I was like, that sounds awful. He was like, yeah, horrible. But like you get used to it.
Okay, psycho.
So anyways, it was a nice little piece of gossip, but I think is it a sexy, unique scam is what I want to know.
I don't think this is a scam. I think that like this comes around every now and then. Dave Asprey was like into something like this a while ago. I remember when he was really big, he was talking about like using electric, like stim or something like that. Or standing on like a board that kind of shakes really, really quickly, and like doing 10 squats on it is like doing 100 squats or 1,000 squats or something like that. Cause of like the way it makes your muscles fire. I feel like, that's legit, but yeah, is it going to like actually come to the masses, or is it going to be a Kardashian hack?
I don't think it's going to come to the masses. Also, we need to be outside with friends, working out, breathing in the CO2.
Endorphins are important. Endorphins are like, I like the
endorphins. Heard of them?
Yeah. Do you know them? Are you familiar? I think I would try it. I would be scammed. I'd be down to be scammed by it, but I also enjoy working out. And when you just work out muscles for like glamour purposes only, they don't actually like, they're not functional. Like they're not good. It's not good for you. It's like when you do too many butt exercises, you get lower back pain.
I remember when some kind of trainer first told me, every time you bend down to pick something up, it should be a squat.
Oh my God.
Okay. Tried it for like,
you're like squatting to grab a pencil off the ground.
That was the example. He was like, every time you pick up a penny. I was like, okay, it's not that often that I'm doing that. But
are you saying I'm cheap? Are you saying I'm poor? I'm so poor that I'm grabbing pennies off the floor all the time.
What are you trying?
What are you getting at? That is
Khloe
so not what
I is not picking up pennies. That's for sure.
No, I saw a picture of her though, and I did not recognize her. Her body looks totally different. I just feel bad for her. Like, I feel like she's obsessed with her body, and we're obsessed with their bodies, the Kardashians, and like she
feel bad for us collectively.
Yes, for all of us. And like, I don't know, she's so caught up she seems like she's really caught up. I'm just speculating. I don't know her life, but as someone who had an eating disorder, you think that like when you get to your goal weight or your body looks a certain way, your life is going to be perfect. And kind of like the greens powder, right? And then
wait a second.
wait a second. It's like this is diet culture.
It's almost like this is capitalism.
Yeah, you think that everything's going to be perfect when you look a certain way. If you just got your butt lifted a little bit more, things would be great. And that's not actually what happens. You're just like chasing this other thing.
It ain't it.
I think exercising every day is kind of a scam. Personally.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Scams. Speaking of scams, things that are scammy. I got so scammed this week, dude. I got so scammed. My sister and I are always looking for new things to try, Natch. And she texted me about these hydrocolloid nose patches that she got that are like extra large. You know, those pimple patches that like you put it on a pimple and it like sucks the pimple out of your face.
Okay. I have some from Starface that I've never used. Do they work?
I think they work. I think Starface works. I think that they work. Hydrocolloid is basically a wound healing patch. I used to use them when I was a dancer for blisters, and they would like heal the blister quickly. And so I think they work for acne, but this was like, they were selling this hydrocolloid patch extra large as almost like as a nose strip, and it goes over your nose. And then like you sleep with it on and it pulls out all the gunk out of your nose. So I have these things on my nose called sebaceous filaments, which we all have. And I don't like them. They make me very self-conscious. They're called pores. Exactly. But I like, when I look in the magnifying mirror, I'm like, they look like blackheads. I don't like them. And I've tried so much to like get rid of them, and they just don't go away because you're supposed to have them. Pores. Yes. They're just pores. Like you have them. It's whatever. But this company was like, oh yeah, the hydrocolloid nose patch will get rid of your sebaceous filaments. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to, I'm going to try it. You got me. So I ordered them. I put it on. I woke up the next morning praying, absolutely praying like I was in middle school again, that I would somehow be beautiful. Like I would wake up beautiful overnight. Like it was like when you put foam curlers in your hair and you're like, oh my gosh, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be gorgeous. And then you wake up and you look like a crackpot version of Annie the orphan. And I peel off this nose strip and literally nothing happened. Nothing happened. It looked like it had stuff, but like, I think that's just your nose, like your nose oils, your skin oils. And it like looks like there's something there, but there's not. I got totally scammed. I was so pissed.
There's a lot of great scams in the skincare industry because they're like, here, we're just going to give this different section of your face a name. Like we're going to give pores on your nose this fancy name and then market something specifically towards it. And then by 5 o'clock, you're going to have a sebaceous filament shadow because the oil is back.
Exactly. Exactly. It always comes back. It's constant upkeep. So I was really bummed. I was bummed that I got fooled, you know, like I thought I was smarter than that. But if I can prevent one of you from also getting scammed, then good.
Maybe I
Yeah.
want my sebaceous glands filled.
I mean, we're acne positive. Why aren't we blackhead positive?
You're fucking right. Let's be whitehead positive, blackhead positive.
Yeah, come on, you guys. So this was just my sister recommending it, saying I really want to get these things. I saw an Instagram ad for them. She has the
she got
best
an ad.
Instagram ads. We both have pretty good Instagram ads.
You
the
do
two of us.
too.
Yeah,
Like
I try to
stuff
send them
I've
to you
never
guys
heard of.
always. Oh my God, I don't even know like the tattoo perfume that I sent you guys.
Well,
That
I
was so
feel
weird.
like the ads that you get make me think that there's some algorithm happening where they just like mash two products together and some bot makes a new product and sends it to you and sees if you're gonna buy it.
I think I'm on Russian bot ads. Like I think that like everything that I get is like either a China, like imported from China directly, or it's a Russian bot. Like
Well,
they are just like going for it.
Because the scented tattoos is so ridiculous,
random,
but
so
also
weird.
two things that you've been absolutely obsessed with over the past 6 months.
It's
Like
true.
every
I
week-
am the target audience for it. They're like, this bitch loves temporary tattoos and she's obsessed with fragrances. Like this product is for her. If she doesn't buy it, then like I'm like part of a testing group or something. I don't know.
I think you are. I think it's like a random product generator that gets sent to you.
I always like, I'm
fascinating.
always like, all right, I'll check it out. Hey, I'll bite. You know, why not?
You follow through.
They're
right?
interesting. Listen, they're interesting to me. I like them, but
I can't wait to see what I get over the weekend. Usually it's like by the end of the weekend, I'll have some like weird products from you sent.
I think I sent you guys one last night on the group text. What's in your wellness house of cards this week? Speaking of products, like what that make you happy?
Actually, mine's not a product, which, I'm trying to eat less raw food because after 30 years of existing on this earth, I have found that I don't really digest it very well. And according to Ayurveda, I'm not really supposed to have a lot of raw food anyway. So I'm going to try and take some ancient wisdom advice and not try and be a salad bitch anymore.
Wow, so deep fried only.
Exactly. Cheese and deep fried only. Easier to digest and just, I'm a recovering health food, raw food person. I'm still recovering from when I was 18 and thought I need to be raw vegan.
Oh my God. Were you eating like 10 bananas a day?
No, I didn't do the mono eating. I was just like kale and fucking hummus. I don't know.
Man, being 18 with what is that eating disorder called again? Not that you had
Orthorexia?
it.
No,
Orthorexia.
I did
Yeah.
have it. I don't like that word.
Me neither. It feels
I don't like that label.
it's like, it's very sharp. It's very pokey,
Yeah.
that word. I'm excited for your colon to be just like, to feel good, you know?
I have noticed it's much smoother down there.
It's weird because one would think raw foods, they have so much fiber, so much roughage, but sometimes that can backfire on you.
I think because I have a lot of generally like cortisol pumping through my body, it's like, sorry, we cannot digest these very difficult foods to digest.
We're just going to let them sit here and brew for a while. That reminds me of what's keeping me healthy and happy this week in my wellness house of cards, which is my myofascial release self-massager, which I'm
So
obsessed with.
nice.
Yeah.
How do you remember to do it? Oh,
I just do it in the shower and I do it. Basically, it's like a little thing that I hold with my hand and it's got these little like balls. And then I like put either soap or body oil on in the shower and I just like run it up and down my body, like up my legs. I went to ballet class for the first time in like 3 years this week. And so I was super sore. Yeah. But I like could not walk. I couldn't bend over. And so I was like massaging out my hamstrings and stuff. And it just feels so good. And you feel like the blood flows good. And it also like helps with my cellulite. It helps me recover more quickly. And I feel like it makes my butt look good. And it makes my digestion like so much more smoother. So much more smoother, like much smoother because I do it on my stomach and I just go in a little clockwise motion, looking down at my stomach. I go clockwise and I just
you do this in the shower?
It takes like 30 seconds and I don't like lotion and I don't like body oil. So I don't like putting that stuff on after the shower. And when I use oil in the shower, then I don't have to do it. You know,
Oh, that's so smart. Hacks on hacks on hacks.
Hacks on hacks, hacks on hacks. Here's another one. Stick on nails. I don't like getting my nails done. I think I talked about stick on nails, glue on, press on nails last week. But man, oh man, are those things making me happy and making me feel chic as fuck. Look at these hunter green nails I have.
Oh shit, I did notice those and I was like, how'd she do that so fast? I saw her like 8 hours ago.
I know. I put them on in literally 3 minutes with fucking super glue and I love them. They're great.
What about the super glue though?
It's like nail glue, and you can get like I have like a little adhesive remover, but it just comes off like after maybe a week or two with soap and water. It's so easy, and then you just file the super glue off your nail. It's very easy.
Most important question. What shape do you have? Are you going to wear the coffin shape?
Okay. Dude, I ordered the coffin shape because I was like, I can be young, I can be youth, I can be fashion. No, I can't. Absolutely not. They are too cool for me. They're too Kylie Jenner for me. I wish I could wear the coffin shape. I'm just a short round, right? I'm a short round girl.
True to form.
Yeah, absolutely. These are me in nail form, but I like them. I don't want a super long nail all the time, but I do kind of like having that option. I'll try them eventually. I feel like I need to be like sort of in a ball busting mood. Plus, it's hard to type with long nails. I made that mistake. The first set of nails I put on were long, and I like couldn't type anything
Help me
on my
I
phone,
can't
on my computer. Yeah, it's like so sad, girl.
Because you have to get used to using a different part of your finger, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure, like I know that amazing women all over the world have long nails and can type perfectly fine, but I'm just like a pathetic baby. You know,
it's going to be a new exhibit. They're going to be like women who can do things with long nails.
Women typing 300 words per minute with 3-inch nails. Like, yeah. Wow. Seriously, women are amazing. Every day I am more impressed by women. And then, you know, I do something like put on stick on nails. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously, women are incredible.
Women in nails. Watch them work.
Women in STEM. Women in nails.
We want more women working with nails.
More long nails in STEM. Unless you're a healthcare provider, in which case maybe don't do that. But yes, to our computer coders, to our hackers, girls, ladies, theys, get those 3-inch coffins nails on. Do it.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a delight.
We have come to an end.
We do. We have to announce our winner of the Can You Forex drink that we're giving away this week. If you want to win what we're giving away this week, let's do some stick on nails. Okay, we'll give away my favorite stick on nails. We can be twins. To win our product of the week, all you have to do is write a review on Apple Podcasts for Good For You. Let me just tell you, it's pretty fucking easy to win because there's not a lot of competition. So if you want some free stuff just for being a homie, you know, think about writing a review. This week's winner is Kirsten B. Kirsten. Shoot us a DM on Good For You Pod on Instagram so we can get your address and send you some Can You Forex. Congratulations.
They're delicious. We drink them all the time.
We're obsessed.
I pretty much drink them in my sleep.
It's an all day cocktail.
Yeah. Thank you for reviewing the pod. Thanks for listening.
Have a great summer.
Don't change.
Or do.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, great. I'm so hungry.
Me too. You know what I'm actually craving? The sandwich from Mendocino Fire.
Should we order sandwiches?
Yeah, mine was delicious. The one that I made.
You want me to order the same one?
Yes.
I think I can just reorder it.
Really? That's how things work? Wow.
Okay.
I'm sold.
Okay. All right. Bye.
It's a full-time job to